Hey Hawks, I'm Junior Jillian Austin and I'm here with Ms. Caulfield and Mrs. Sheehan. Can you give us an update on the new mask requirements and when they start?
Sure. Actually, I would like to start with when this guidance came forward. So that last Friday of break, April 9th at 5 o'clock at night, I started getting text messages from everyone saying, there's new guidance, there's new guidance. We should be able to come back to school. So we immediately jumped into that guidance to see what it was going to mean for us at CPP. There were two pretty significant changes, and Jillian, mask wearing is one of them. So I want to start with that one. So starting on Monday, April 19th, mask wearing has to happen all of the time that you're at school. So even if you're in classrooms and there's direct instruction happening, that guidance changed so that mask wearing has to be 24 hours a day, 7 days a week if you're at school that often. So I know it kind of feels like we're going backwards. You know, we've been doing such a nice job with mask wearing, but the new guidance says masks all the time, except for lunch.
And I just want to add that you all have been doing a great job wearing the masks and being compliant, and this isn't changing because we did anything wrong. It's simply because the guidance has changed. But we want to make sure we can follow these rules and this new guidance so that we can continue to do all the great things that we currently are able to do.
Thank you. Can you give us an update on the new state guidelines?
So one of the challenges in reading the guidelines is that the CDC put in a chart that we need to follow. It's kind of like a color chart. If you remember in the fall, school districts could be in the yellow zone or in the orange zone or in the red zone. So they kind of have used that same color system to change and make additions to the rules that we're starting with again, hopefully on Monday. So unfortunately for us, Steuben County falls in the red zone, and if you are in a red zone, it means that you have to cohort all of your classes. And at the high school, you all know that cohorting is not possible. Who you see in first period isn't who you see in second period or fifth period or ninth period. So right now, the current regulations and guidelines don't allow high schools to open to that 3 feet distancing. So that's one of those things that, you know, really when we got the guidance, it kind of, you know, upset us. It's so super frustrating because we know how well we're doing, and we feel that we've shown that our rate of positivity has been so low that we should be able to bring our students back to 4 days a week. So we're still fighting for you, but we do need to follow that guidance.
Do you think these are positive changes that are helping us move in the right direction?
Well, I think it's really disappointing that we can't at the high school come back to 4 days per week as we had hoped, especially when we first heard the announcement that Friday evening, that we were hopeful that we would be able to. So that's a challenge that we have to go through, but we are hopeful that the county will get to a point where we can do that, and here at the school we are ready to quickly move into that direction when we have the green light to go do that. One of the things that I am proud of, though, is how we've been able to do a lot of the things that make us feel normal with our extracurricular activities, athletics, and we're planning 4 events this spring, such as National Honor Society inductions, the prom, and we're planning graduation. So those are things that are really positive, and we'll continue to move forward with those things.
I think one of the reasons that Mrs. Sheehan and I really wanted to talk with all of you is just to let you know that, you know, we were super hopeful that moving from 6 feet to 3 feet would allow us to come back to 4 days in person, because your teachers miss you. They want you here more days a week, and we know that you miss each other and want to be here more days a week. So what we need to ask is for our community to make sure that they're following the rules in school and out of school so that our number of positive cases continues to go down. We also thought it was really important for you to know really why we can't move to 4 days, so that you have facts instead of stories. And we also want to offer you the opportunity to ask us questions. So if you have questions after you get to see this video, we hope that you'll stop into Mrs. Sheehan's office, or you can write to me at ask@cppmail.com. We just want to have the opportunity to have open conversation with you, an honest conversation with you, so you know that we want the same thing that you want, and we want you back.
Are you hopeful for more noticeable changes soon?
Yes, I think that's what we have to keep, is the hope that things will get better and we'll continue to get back to what we consider normalcy and do all the things we love, and to be able to do them together as Hawk Nation.
So keep using your voice to share information with your friends and with your families about why we're not open, and to remind people to follow the rules as much as we can to keep that number down, so that we can hopefully all be back together soon.
Thank you for taking the time to come talk to us and help us better understand these new guidelines.
Thank you, Jim.
Thanks, Jillian.